Even there we go.
Man,
Finally, my
I
guy.
try. It's the link.
I
First
know it
time.
wasn't late.
First
We
time.
had some technical difficulties, but we're here. We're live. We have Mirsad. We have Ivan. We got an incredible fight going on with Curtis and Barlow. Forgive me if I'm butchering your name, but I didn't
Yeah,
watch this
Marc
fight
Andre.
far. Who do you guys think is winning?
Right
Apparently,
now, Marc Andre he's more active,
Yeah,
and Curtis he connecting more.
he's
So I think
connecting more.
Curtis, yes, yeah.
How was it when you guys fought in the UFC octagon? Was it slippery when you guys were just fighting and kicking mainly?
I think for me personally, I mean, it was wet sometimes. Although it was is more, it's like a cotton fabric, so it's not like silk. It's kind of like that red carpet, kind of like the red carpet in the boxing gym at TriStar.
Oh, okay, okay.
Uh, so if anything, you get at least myself. I got rug burns on my knees from all the wrestling.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
remember when I was fighting there, the cage is new, everything is new. I think every time it's new cage. Uh, the smell is I don't know, feel good.
Yeah.
Nothing. I never
It's
get
been a
cut. I
long
never get
time for you, Ivan. When was the last UFC fight that you had?
man. Maybe 9 years ago, probably,
Wow.
if I remember. But still, that's funny. But I'm still in shape. It's only you are still in good shape to maybe fight, but not the head for that. That's the
right.
difference.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
think is the biggest thing when you say not the head for that? Is it more just the is it the training, pushing through training, or is it more of preparing for the fight, knowing that you're going to go in there and fight somebody that's trying to knock your head off? What part of the head part are you talking about?
The motivation to do the full training, and
Yeah.
the vision, the goal to just go. I need to train every day, 2 times a day, 6 days a week, and schedule everything to do that. But right now, with my new life, I cannot do that because
Right.
if I do one training a day, maybe five, four trainings in a week, that's a miracle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you guys both have your gyms now, right? Ivan, you have a gym, and you have a
no,
gym.
no,
No,
no anymore.
not anymore. Okay.
No,
You had a nice gym. I remember you opened one up. Was that before COVID or after COVID, Ivan?
no, yo. I stopped my gym like three 3 years before COVID because I was working full time. I was doing the gym at the same time. I was working with other guy. The other guy keep the gym for him.
Okay.
He changed it to boxing only. But have a gym, guys, is a big responsibility. It's a job. It's a business.
It is.
Right.
So that's
Absolutely.
why I respect the guy who have a gym because that's a 24 hours business. Training the guy, motivate the guy, pay the bills. Oof. But it's a good life. I think at the same time, like Loiseau have a good gym now, and he's full time in the gym. If
Yeah.
Jabuen have a gym, and these guys they have a team now. They're coaching, they're going to the competitions, and their life is part of the gym.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah,
It is very
absolutely.
tough. How is that transition for you, Mirsad? Now that it's been maybe a few years since your last fight, and now you own Bektik Mixed Martial Arts, I believe is the name of the gym here in Montreal. How has that been that transition for you, going from a top 10 fighter in the UFC to retiring and becoming, a world class trainer here in Canada? How's that feeling for you?
What was right after? That's a good question. After retiring and finishing my career in the UFC, right? It was for brief period of time. I was thinking about how to do, what way to go about my next career. and fortunately for myself, I got a basically a job right coaching at another gym, and then eventually got some more exposure to some more clientele, and then opened up a striking, basically more sort of a striking gym, so box Bektic or
Yeah.
Bektic box. And then obviously I do some jiu-jitsu and wrestling for people that want it. Um, Although yeah, it's always on and off. Even when you have days like this, you see Arnold fighting, you see these guys fighting. Like man, I know I still have it. And then to touch on what Ivan said, right? Then that's where that motivation comes in.
Yeah.
Right? It's a commitment, a full time commitment, right? So
Yeah.
I know I can compete with the best of them. I think I'm better now than I've ever been before. I enjoy the sport more. Maybe I needed a little break from it. Although now, right, the scale is it's a different scale now. What was worth when I was 21, it was worth it. It was worth more to me.
Yeah.
Now that I'm 30, it's not as the value doesn't have the same value to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I hear you.
And
What's that? Sorry, Ivan, just to interrupt for a second. Do you guys hear that static, or is it just me that I'm hearing a little bit of a static on the when Mirsad talks?
Once in a while, yeah, I do.
You're
yeah,
hearing it,
here.
eh?
Once in
Yes,
a while.
like a win.
Yeah, like a wind. Mirsad, can
That's
you talk now? I think it's better now.
Is it better now? I think because I have to hold the computer closer.
Yeah, probably. It sounds better now. Guys,
Oh.
that we're on IG. We're on IG Live. We're watching the UFC fights with Mirsad Bektik and Ivan Menjivar. We got the UFC on UFC here on one of the computers. And then we got Mirsad and Ivan Menjivar here with me on Millions platform. And so, we're going to be talking to both these guys, both Warriors, UFC veterans, and now owners. Mersad's an owner of a gym locally here in Montreal, and Ivan is still practicing and training in jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts throughout the year. Ivan, question: how often are you in the gym now? When you do find time, away from your family and kids, how often are you in the gym training?
Right now, just to let you know, I just get a baby. He's 3 months old. So me and my wife, I decide to, okay, I want to take more time home. So at least I train 3 times a week, and I try to go jiu-jitsu at least for the moment 1 time a week,
Yeah,
because the gym is not too far, but with the traffic, the everything, the winter. So right now, once a week, jiu-jitsu for me is good, just to feel free in my head, to choke people, and I like it. I try to go run. I have my little home equipment here home.
yeah,
But man, I have another girl. She's 3 years old. And just before you, I went to the arena to do skating, ice
yeah.
skating. Half an hour with her, walking back home, cooking, make her sleep to start watching UFC. So life changed a lot, and this is my kid number four.
Wow.
Wow.
So, so that I told you, and my two before kids, my two older kids, I get it when I was 25 and I was fighting in UFC, and that's a lot of job to have kids and fighting, have a wife home waiting for you, and that's another thing. It's hard. It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy. That's actually a really good segue to the next question. You guys are ahead of me in terms of competing in the bigger leagues. What sort of jobs did you have, while you were trying to make it up in the leagues or in the rankings? What kind of jobs did you work, or did you just have sponsors that funded your career? Mirsad, you can go first.
Yes, yeah, when I first started, I graduated high school, then I decided I was going to commit full time to my mixed martial arts career, right? I want to be a UFC champion, so I got a job being a bouncer.
Okay.
Yes, I was a bouncer. My boxing coach ran the show at the right the security there.
Have a
So
question. Have a question for you. Are you was a nice bouncer or a cocky bouncer?
Mirsad
No,
doesn't
no,
look
I
like
was
a nice
nice.
bouncer.
No, I was nice. I was nice. No, nobody ever messed with me. I was pretty nice. I remember one time, I don't know, I punched a guy in the gut, for fun. And but no, yeah. So that was my job. I did that twice a week, made enough money to pay for my training, and
Was that in the States, Mirsad? Because I know you were living
yes,
in the States first,
Hmm.
right, yeah. That was in Nebraska. So
Nebraska.
yeah,
How
so
is life in Nebraska versus
Nebraska, man.
Montreal?
It's
well,
cold.
here
It's
it's
cold.
more, yeah. It's still cold here. Obviously, there's a lot more Europeans,
Oh,
right? There's a lot more diversity. It's yeah, not a lot more, although yeah, in generally there's a lot more. So a lot more different languages. Maybe just because it's more condensed, right? It's
Yeah,
a lot bigger city, so
more
that
people.
also makes sense. Although it has, yeah, right. You have French as one of the main languages.
yeah.
I think
So
many fighters we did security jobs because it's connected. Martial arts,
exactly.
and even me, I try sometimes. Guys invite me. Okay, they call me only when they need someone. Okay, I'm gonna help you for Christmas time or for
Uh,
New Year's. But one day, I this bouncer he's punching the guys. I save the two
mm,
consumers, and I get hit by the bouncer. I'm like the last time I do this job, I get hit.
It's
yeah,
not
So
it's not
I got
worth
lucky. Yeah,
it's not worth it for the damage that you
um,
might take for what is it like $20 an hour or $30 an
yeah,
hour tops that you're getting as
if
a
you're lucky, $200 the night,
right.
yeah.
that, that's nothing. But it's
Um,
dangerous, man. It's dangerous right now. So sometimes you never know who's the crazy guy is you're gonna kick out. He's waiting for you outside. No, no, no.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Guys,
I was fortunate. Once I went professional, I didn't have to work anymore. So I just focused on training.
You know, when I was a moment when I was in UFC, the money was not that good, and I was still working part time in a store selling electronics, like maybe 20 hours a week, only
Hmm.
to get like because sometimes you fight and then you're not fighting for 3 months, 6 months.
Right.
So still have a little job. And I remember in my time, have a sponsor who give you money
Hmm.
was really hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, normally sponsors, okay, we can give you clothes, we can give you
Right.
protein, stuff like that. Even now, it's hard for fighters.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
That's why yeah, I don't want to discourage other fighters from
but
getting
today, like you can with the media, you can still do something else connects
exactly.
to the sport.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
No,
No, it's a now even now I don't think you cannot fight. You cannot not work. If you're lucky, you're lucky if you don't have to work.
yeah, you need to have a good team partners, like your
Exactly.
friends, your family. And now the sport is so popular.
Hmm.
So if you have good friends, good family, good entourage, they can sell tickets for you. Or maybe you have a friend who you know why now so many guys don't think when you start fighting, even when you're still amateur, you're a business. You need to be an
Absolutely.
entrepreneur. If you, I remember I was fighting, man, long time ago here in Quebec, and these guys they're selling for 100 tickets, and this guy have zero fights. He just Pigeon. His name was Pigeon. I remember he fight one time, two times before in kickboxing, and then he sell 200 people tickets, and the place was full of him friends. And
Yeah, absolutely. I don't
and
miss
the
those
manage
days.
yeah the managers they love him. I was a better fighter. I was a
He
but
sold more tickets.
yeah, he sold more tickets.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
So
thing, Ivan. If you look at it, like if you sell 100 tickets, right, and the ticket price is let's say $60 a ticket, at
And there's yeah,
100 tickets. That's $6,000 that the promoter just got, or not? Yeah, 100 tickets at
Jeez.
60. That's $6,000. Some people sell like, if they have their top three fighters are selling around 2,000 tickets combined. That's what some of the guys at Samurai are able to sell the top
Wow.
Yeah,
three guys. 2,000 tickets. At what is it? If we do, that's like $120,000,
Wow.
right? $120,000. That's a huge profit jump for someone
and
like
he's
me
selling tables.
doesn't sell. Yeah, they're
Hmm.
selling tables, they're selling tickets, they're selling. You look at someone that has a gym of maybe like, I don't know, 200, 300 students. And if he's fighting on the card, like when, what's his name? Alex, the guy from TriStar Gym, when he fights, he brings
Okay.
out 200, 300 people every time
Yes,
he's fighting. So,
and he give the show too.
and he's a great fighter too. So it's good for the show.
Yeah,
What do you guys think of this guy coming out, Neil Magny versus Mike Malat?
Yeah, I
I
think
never
Neil
see
Mag.
Mike.
Go ahead.
I
Ivan,
never see
go.
Neil. Neil, I've seen him many times. Good striker, good brawler, athletic. I see it sometimes fighting him, but the other one, I never see him. Like he's a Canadian guy. I know he have a good power punch,
Yeah,
but not not too much. The guy is good exposure right now for them to fight in Canada.
yeah, yeah. I've trained with Mike Malat a couple
Yeah.
times. He's a really good striker. He comes from, remember Will Romero when he used to train with us. I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember Will
Yes.
Romero, but
Yeah, I remember Will.
yeah, he's his teammate. They both come from Hamilton, originally Hamilton, Ontario.
Mm.
They're from Crew Alin. He's one of the cutmen for UFC as well, but at the same time, he's a great Muay Thai coach here in Canada. Transitioned into MMA coaching, and Mike Malat was one of the coaches for Team Alpha Male
Okay.
for a little bit. Yeah, he
Oh,
went
really?
he went over there and was a teacher for 2 years, and then he decided, you know what, I want to get out of retirement and I want to come fight.
Oh wow.
And,
So
yeah, as soon as he came out of retirement, he's had 6 fights or 5 fights in the UFC, all wins by knockouts and
Yeah.
submissions, and actually all his wins in
10-1.
general, they're all by knockouts or finishes. He has never gone to
he
decision.
has, he has a good record, 10-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Underdog.
He used to be a coach. He's a coach. You said he started as a
Yeah,
coach.
yeah, with Uriah Faber at Team Alpha Male,
Oh wow.
And
and so
fighting at the same time.
Yeah, I think. I think Magny's a veteran, right? So I mean, he's a good striker,
Mhm.
good conditioning, good takedown defense. Although I thought this guy was a grappler too.
this guy was
The guy,
actually he is a
Mike,
grappler.
right?
Yeah, he is,
He
but he's
looks he
kind of
looks good.
complete. Yeah,
I've seen him
Oh,
fight. I
this
think I've
is
seen him fight once
favorite.
before. He's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my age.
yeah. What is that?
Good.
Does that kind
Good
of bring
shape.
an itch to come back, Mirsad?
No, that was a smart one.
You know what's fun? What's bad? You, me, we retire. If somebody tell us, okay, Havan, I want you to come back to fight this guy. I will give you 10,000, 25,000,
Uh-huh.
55,
How much?
55.
How much, Ivan? How much would it take to get you back into the octagon?
That's a good question.
To
How
be
much?
honest, uh, 20, 20, yeah, 20.
20 and 20.
At 20, because if you
Oh
tell me
wow.
Samurai want to make me fight here, okay, who you want to fight? A local guy from here? Give me a 20, okay? And I don't want to sell tickets.
You're right.
So, so okay, 20 for a local fight, yes. But if somebody like, what's this federation? Fist knuckle fight? Bird knuckle?
Yeah.
They're gonna be 60 and higher. But for a local fight, 20, 25, yeah, that's gonna cost me 2 months of good training and family like timing, dedication.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I still have the
So for the
the
UFC, you take a 60 and 60. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. But don't forget, if UFC call me for because they need someone,
Just
maybe
pump up.
how, yeah, they're gonna give me someone.
They gonna feed you.
Yeah, yeah. But right now, if somebody call me, it's gonna be to like be the how you sell that the jump.
Journeyman.
The
Yeah, I'm
journeyman?
gonna yeah because they're gonna give me a new guy who's
Yeah.
talented, strong. Like they proposed me one time,
Oh, gatekeeper. Is that,
Michael.
that the gatekeeper? Is that what you're thinking about? The gatekeeper? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, this young guy beat a UFC veteran Ivan
Right,
Menjivar.
right, right,
Yeah,
right.
but Ivan Menjivar didn't fight for 10 years ago.
Wow, this
So
guy's, sorry to interrupt, but this guy was doing pretty good. Mallet.
Mike Mallet? Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
was doing
look right
pretty
now.
good. He looks solid.
he is
Yeah,
solid.
they both are in good shape.
I
What
mean,
about
he's
you, Rashad?
small for 170, I think. Although at least he looks like it.
Welterweight. They're heavy, huh? You see right now they're heavy and they're taller compared to our
Yeah,
time.
That's true. That's true.
So I
Um,
see the guys at 135 and they're like 5'8", 5'10". They're heavy.
Tariq, five
Yeah, man.
six.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
don't tell him my height on here, Rasad. Tapology's got me at 5'8".
It says, what's it say on your dating app?
Hey,
You're in
hey,
the secret, goddammit.
what you think about the low kick to the calf when the fighting kicking here?
Yeah,
Me,
Ooh.
I would like to that be illegal.
really?
Honestly, yeah,
Why?
because you hurt your opponent. If you hit the guy there to the knee, below the knee and below, you
Oof.
know, this is a rule in Quebec. In
Oh,
Quebec,
oh, oh.
Sumish, Quebec here,
Wow.
you're not
Okay.
allowed to kick the guy to the knee and
Oh,
below the
really?
knee.
In
Yeah,
MMA?
in MMA,
Really?
Montreal Commission.
Oh,
But
wow.
because the UFC rules, they changed that rule for them only. But you're not allowed to kick here people to the knee like John Jones do, and you're not allowed
Oh,
to
you
kick
mean like
below
a
the
front kick to the knee? Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's a tough one. You know that it's hard because it's still a fight and you're in the hurt business, so it's kind of hard to say no to that. But it can really put a guy out for a really long time, and
Yeah.
it's not really like you. I mean, you
Like
can
you
say
see
yeah, like that one was,
right now.
but that one's a kick to the like a side of the knee. I think that one should be legal, but the way John Jones does
Ooh.
it to the
He's
front
good
of the knee,
kicking. You guys good kickboxer.
Yeah, but don't forget, like I give you 3 kicks there below here, and then you out for the next 6 months because your ligaments are torn.
yeah, yeah, that one's a tough
So
one.
so UFC lost in a good fighter, and not only that, he lost 1 year of training, fighting. So that's what I think.
But the
Like you're
thing
not
is,
allowed.
Ooh, nice.
so
Nice.
where do you draw the line? What about elbows? Right, like you can cut a guy and the fight
Elbow
can
cut.
be off in like 1 minute
You
versus
see,
you like one
even
championship or not one championship. PFL doesn't
yeah,
have elbows allowed. You can't
I
throw
like
elbows in
that.
the PFL. You like
not
that or you
only
don't like that?
I feel more safe.
Yeah.
with elbow, I know people with elbows. I remember that 2 fight I
Yes.
did. I know people with elbow, but don't forget Muay Thai. Real Muay Thai guys in Thailand, they never kick the opponent below the knee.
Yes, this is true.
So all kicks to the legs,
That was
to the
actually a
butt.
really good question I had from a roommate of mine in Montreal. He asked me, "Hey, for Muay Thai fighters, you never ever see them kick to the calf, but they're
Nope.
like one of the best kickers in the world.
Mhm.
Yep.
Why is that? Why? How come you never see a Muay Thai fighter from Thailand kick to the calf?
You
Because the
check
thing
it
is,
hurts, eh?
Yeah,
because
but it's a
they're
timing
going to
issue.
fight. They're going to
Sorry?
fight. They're going to fight. If, example, we in Thailand, and I fight tonight. I take 1 week break, and I fight the next week.
Mm.
They explain me over there. They're going really easy. They do 3 rounds, 4 rounds, but there's not the same mentality. And they never hurt. They win the fight, but they try to never hurt the opponents at the same time. And here we hurt the guys, soccer players. I just watching soccer today morning, and if the opponent touch the leg of the other guy, that's a foul, because you can have injuries. So this kick, that's an injury for everybody. That kick
Mm-hmm.
is an injury for him. He only
This is what, the
look.
third round? Is this the
That's the
third
third
round?
round, and
Third
right
round.
now
Yeah.
Wow,
he
he's
cannot
doing
put
good.
his leg. Yeah,
He looks good, this guy, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil's
Looks
having a
really
hard
good.
time. See how he's
Did he? I heard he just
trying to
what
catch.
why did he retire?
Fight is good.
I think just at a time he was trying to get into the UFC, and it was really tough for people coming out of Canada to find fights, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of cancellations, a lot of things like that. So I think he retired. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
of course, the full reason, but that's my opinion of it. I think that's what it was. But he's an exceptional fighter.
Yeah, he looks exceptional. Nice. I like his style. He looks good stand up. Clean.
It's a good fight. Good fight.
And Neil's a tough fighter too, but it's all in the strategy that he has. He kicked the shit out of his leg.
He's been around for so long. Well, not so long, although he's one of those guys that's always fighting top guys.
Yeah.
Although a good wrestler's always been kind of his demise. Not, although it doesn't seem the case tonight. It looks like a striker's taking him out. Those leg kicks are money. Oh, and a takedown. Look at that.
And he's got really good submissions at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
He's a
first takedown.
50-50 fighter. 50% submissions, 50% knockouts.
Oh, wow. Okay. A good record, too. And Neil's got good jiu-jitsu, so this guy must be strong.
Do you guys see now on UFC, like you have the American athletes and the East Europe athletes? Like there's the same UFC but with two different world
What's up, Warren?
of athletes. Like right now the Russian
Evening.
or the all USA, like all these athletes from Russia coming or from that country,
Oh,
from the East, with the wrestling, they're so strong right now, and
right,
you have
right,
the
right.
athletes. The level, honestly, I see right now the level is different. Like
Between
American
what?
athletes, I think the experience. I don't know the experience of they have so many fights over there in wrestling, in sambo,
Yeah.
and compared to the Americans, maybe they not have enough fighting competitions, like in the body.
Growing up, you mean? Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I think the lifestyle is definitely different, right? Growing up in Russia
Yeah,
and Chechnya and
yeah.
Dagestan is a lot different than grew up in Montreal or
Bennington.
in the States, right?
Let me mute this.
So I think that does have some kind of a mental impact, right? These guys,
That's
this guy,
helping.
like for, African Americans in the United States, at least, I don't know here, right?
I think
Your way out of poverty is through education or athletic,
the
right?
mentality, the
Yeah,
mentality of the fighter. There's
yeah.
another mentality, like
Well, yeah, some of
Brazilians
these
and
guys actually want to hurt you. Like for me, I never wanted to hurt, right? I wanted to compete and win. But some of these guys really want to hurt you or kill you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I see right now, and
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I just want to have fun, train, win, fight.
And here, don't forget, here in America, we sometimes we think more, oh, this is a sport, so we need to have that friendships or
Yes, yes,
respect.
yes.
And this guy coming to kill you,
Kill.
and this is
Yeah.
war. It's
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
It's not only me. Like I come in here, my country, my
Right.
culture, and we here to eat.
Right. Absolutely.
So, and honestly, for me, after when in the beginning, I don't know, was a moment when I think I need to take this more chill
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy the fighting game and the training.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I lost that animality.
Right. Yes.
Be-
Absolutely.
because yeah, that change. Yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Once you again, as we were saying, some of these guys want to hurt you, and they want, they're crazy, right? And
yeah,
for you, it's just for fun.
and yeah,
That's
yes,
the difference.
that's the difference too. So sometimes I
And they don't
say
have
to
many
guys,
options. We
remember
have a lot of
Peter,
options, right?
you remember Peter, you have to kill
Exactly.
or coach, a Muay Thai coach.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So
Yes. Absolutely.
sometimes I
Yeah.
think we are weak of that here in training.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. A little bit more for all. A bit more friendly. Where over there is
Hmm.
just hard sparring is hard sparring.
And they want to be the best of the mat to see the
Y-
coach look I'm the best. So if the coach
Yes.
look at him and he's just like you good today.
Yeah.
So and they go home and they're happy. Oh, coach still he give me he say I'm good today.
Yes. That's for Roz all the time to me.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. So
All the time
no,
I come
that's
home, all the time I come home, I tell my wife, "Oh yeah, Faraz said this, Faraz said that."
so and yeah,
Oh,
but
now it's the third round. Like, wow, you got him on the ground already. That was fast.
wow, nice, strong. He's winning the round.
I think he's going to finish him. Look, he's going for Dars. I mean, he's a very good. This guy's impressive. Every time I see him, I'm like, man, he's good.
Question for you guys: do you bet on the UFC fights?
Hey guys, I'm back. What'd you say?
Do you do bet like
I bet. You know what?
yeah?
I used to bet a little bit on some of the UFC, but I used to do what's that thing when you bet in a group? Like it's a bunch of bets.
Parlay.
Parlay,
Oh
exactly.
well.
I would parlay once in a while where you say like maybe you think three people are going to win, and if one of them loses, then your bet is pretty much like you lose the bet.
Oh,
But I was losing a lot,
oh yeah. Okay.
so I
Okay.
stopped betting.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I never bet.
no, no, never.
What about
Sometimes
you?
I try at 25 cent, 50 cent here. In the application from Quebec, you can
Hmm.
bet how much you want. But even sometimes I win, sometimes I don't win. My best win was when Mikey Mouse he did the suplex and
Hmm.
he passed the armbar.
Oh,
And I bet that fight for submission. And I'm like, yes, I win $10.
That's it.
yeah, you gotta start small with the bets because I thought certain bets were gonna be like a guarantee for me, and I would go $100 or a couple $100 on these bets, and then you lose, and
Ah, I feel bad.
it feels bad. Even though if it's big money or small money,
Hmm.
just the fact that you lost, we're so competitive in everything that we do, right? That it still
Yeah,
bothers you.
I never
Yeah.
bet when I was fighting. Never, never, never. And then I decide, okay, I'm a fan now, so I'm allowed.
That's really interesting. How many fighters do you think actually bet on themselves when they are fighting? Whether it's like through their
Ah,
cousin or through a family member or their spouse or whatever it is. Did you ever do that, Mirsad? Did you ever bet on yourself when or have somebody close to you bet on you that you You kind of get.
No, I always thought it was like a superstition to bet.
Okay, okay.
I hate when people bet,
Okay.
like, to tell me. I hate when people told me, "Oh man, I'm betting on you," or "You better win, I'm betting on you." I hate
I
it.
I remember people tell me, "I bet for you, you make me win," and sometimes another guy tell me, like no friends, but people I met, "Oh, I bet for you last time and I lost the money." Ah, my bad. See,
Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything about that. You
but
decided to bet on
friendly.
me. You took a risk
Yes.
regardless,
Well, I
right?
take it good, like friendly, but I I think I think some old fighters they did bet and they
Ooh.
lost the fights.
Well, I
I don't
didn't.
wanna say, yeah, old fighters like when I was
Oh, nice
some
sweep.
teams,
Look,
some special.
he's going for Ashi. Sorry.
It's not. It wasn't looking good for Mike just a minute ago. He's getting his face
No.
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he have the leg now.
Look at him go.
Oh, he give the back.
Backside. Are we going
Oh,
backside?
oh, yeah.
Ooh, wow,
What?
strong.
Wow, Niels turned it around.
Hey, lay locks in MMA fight is hard.
Right, yeah. I mean, if anything, they just help you get in a position. Guys are scared. Wow, look at him. This reminds me of Corey versus Carlos Condit.
Oh man, to 30
Oh, he will
seconds.
stop it. He will
This
stop
is
it.
not looking.
No, 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 no,
Oh, he will stop it.
Seconds left.
no,
It's
no, no,
not
Oh,
no.
looking.
he's done.
Move, move,
Oh
He's
move.
no!
done.
Don't turn your back. Don't turn your
Wow.
back. It's not
20
looking
seconds.
good.
They're trying so hard to keep
Oh
him
snap!
going. They want Neil
The
to
referee
lose.
is
But
nice.
see, I feel
Oh
like,
my God!
I feel as though like some of these
No, the
referees,
referee
even the
stop. Yeah,
UFC, they want
Oh
these guys
my
to.
God! What?
yeah.
You jinxed him, Rasad. You were like, he has the best record. Oh,
Hey, I told you Neil's a great cardio. He's fought all the veterans.
I didn't see that
Mm-mm.
coming, bro. I did not see that.
Something happened during Ivan's talk. During Ivan's talk, Mike somehow ended from bottom.
That
Yeah.
sucks. I'm gonna try to rewind it a little bit just to see. Oh, here we go.
Look, so that guy he
So
went
he
for
went for the
guillotine.
guillotine on a double
Oh,
leg.
okay. And then once he got here, he was done.
Yeah, the guillotine. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Are you sad, Tariq?
Say what?
That's the
Are you
sport.
sad?
I'm a little sad because he was on such a good run, and I'm actually surprised that they put him higher up on the card than Arnold. Arnold's fight 17-0 versus
Yeah.
17-2, and
Yeah,
they
but
put him.
Aaron is not Canadian. He's
Well, I
That's true.
think,
British.
well,
That's
he's from
true.
Ontario too, that too.
Yeah.
And plus, I think this guy's more new, so they wanted to probably promote him here in Canada.
Yeah.
I'm
Mm.
happy they put many Canadians in the show. I remember when they came here to Montreal and there only was one Canadian one day.
That must have been George.
No, that was the fight when George not fought that day.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the last time UFC came here. I don't know if you remember that show. I forget who fight, but was not George.
You know what's
And
so funny is they always have a girl fight as the co-main event or something for the Toronto shows or for like the Canadian shows. What are your thoughts on that? Like the whole, are you a fan of the girl fights, Mirsad?
I'm not, I don't
No
mind
comment?
it. If they want to
Are
fight,
we
go
doing
for
no
it.
comment on that,
No,
Mirsad?
no, if they want to
no,
fight, go for it. I don't know.
no. I tell you,
I
guys,
never like
I
training with the
like
girls at the gym, right? I never like training with females at the gym.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
I train with the girls in the gym
yeah.
when
Sorry, he wants to get this
no no
on
no
camera.
no. Yeah, I train because when I see a girl coming to the gym, they're
You think she wants
I'm
you?
like, they're coming for some reason. They come for like when a guy come for the gym for the first time, he's scared. Remember you yourself
Yeah.
when the first time you get to the gym?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
was scared.
Yeah.
Like, this is new for
100%.
me. They're gonna, you have all the thing in your head.
Yeah.
But when a girl come to the gym and there only one girl and 30 guys, 50 guys,
Yeah.
I think I respected her for she make the first step, get inside, and then more she come. I'm gonna pick her for a role to go hard on her, to like pushing her. I remember, oh my God, Valérie Le Tourneau came to us, training many times, and the other girls training, and they go to another gyms now. And every time I spar with these girls, I go hard by respect.
Which girl was
So,
this?
Valérie Le Tourneau.
Is that the Dutch one? The
Oh
Holland?
no, the Dutch one. That's what her name? The
Her name
Dutch
with a
one.
G, right? Started with a
Yeah,
G.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Jojo. I spar so many times with Jojo too,
Me too.
because like the girls come here for fighting, not to chilling.
No, they come for chilling, man.
Not all girls,
Not
no,
all.
because
The
Man, they come to
fighters?
no,
they,
like so many guys come for chilling in a TriStar at the gym too. So
Right.
yeah, that's
I'm not
true.
gonna roll with them. I choke them. They coming for chilling. I choke them 3 times in
For chilling,
the.
I choked him.
Yeah. So even for the girls, I have a lot of respect for these girls, because
Yes.
if one day my girls, I have two girls, they come into the gym, I want to they get respect too. Maybe they're
No,
not gonna be
no, no
athletes,
rolling with guys.
man.
You
No
roll?
running
Do
with
you
My
roll?
guys.
daughters, no rolling. My daughters aren't rolling with guys. They're only doing
No,
boxing. No rolling.
Ivan,
no. It's like
do you
so.
roll with girls, Ivan? Like if
Yeah,
a girl asks you, hey, can we roll? Are you okay with that?
yeah.
And Mirsad, do you roll with girls?
No.
No.
I have a friend. She's. I know her from the high school. Okay, with the same age now. I know her for the high school. She was a basketball player. I was studying jujitsu. Good friends. She go to high. We stopped see each other, like, because she was to the university. I was focused on my sport, and after I meet her boyfriend, and I start doing jujitsu class to him, and after I connect again with her, and she start doing jujitsu with me, like 10 years after high school and more. And
Right.
now she's brown belt in jiu-jitsu, because she started jiu-jitsu with me.
Mm.
And this girl, uh, I give her white belt, her blue belt. Okay, after she went to the Mendes brothers, and she started learning, like, her jiu-jitsu today is so amazing.
Right.
She make I give her the base of jiu-jitsu. I
Right.
train with her 1, 2 trains a week, privates, class, everything. And she went to Mendes Brothers. She wins so many competitions in United States, in Europe,
Right.
and her style is crazy. She have a beautiful jiu-jitsu style, gi and no gi. And now she teach me moves.
Wow. The
So
student has become the master.
yeah, yeah, she's in jiu-jitsu. She's a machine. She's 125 pounds and less. Like, but her technique is amazing, and she
Right.
teach me now some stuff.
Mm.
Look, man, the brothers teach me this. I change it to this, and I'm like, she's not coming here to chill. She coming here to learn.
Right.
I have another girl from Gracie Barra. She's a good friend of mine, and technically she teach me stuff. So that's what I can say. Uh, some girls, they coming, they enjoy the gym, training 2 years, and they left. Even the guys. So many guys you see in the gym and never coming back.
Yeah.
So and I'm never gonna say I'm not gonna roll with you, because I know you're gonna leave in 1 year. So
What's the toughest belt, Ivan, to get? From white, blue, purple, brown, black. What for you? What was the toughest belt for you to get?
the purple,
Really?
purple. because when you get
Why
the
do you say
purple,
that?
because when you go, you get your white belt, you're a beginner. You get
Right.
your blue belt, like, oh, I love this sport. It's fun, and I see myself competing. And then when you go for, you steal your blue belt, and you have maybe 4 or 5 years blue belt and then that's the moment when many people there, do I want to continue this or do I quit? And when you get your purple, it's like because you're serious, like you have a lot of dedication to the sport, you're there for the team, you have competitions. Your brown belt is just like they keep going, but get the purple is have a purple. I don't see many people quit after the purple belt.
I see.
I
I see.
see many people quit at the blue belt.
Hmm.
That's what I see it. So
What about you, Mirsad? What was the toughest belt? You just got your black belt not too long ago, a few
hmm
months ago.
Mhm.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
What was the toughest belt for you getting?
From a physical standpoint, I would say the blue belt. You gotta do. I remember getting the blue belt test. You gotta do. You have to go bear crawls around the gym for so many laps, and then you gotta do crab walks around the midst. So many. You gotta do all these physical
hmm
exercises, and then go spar all the people. Then go spar all the like the top guys.
Hmm.
So that one was like a physical challenge. Um, then for me, I would say you know, that's tough. I mean, obviously my black belt because it took me so long to get it.
Hmm.
Right, like 17 years it took me to get. So although like in up to the belts it took, I would say the brown belt. Once I got to the brown belt, I felt like okay, only one more to go.
Right.
Um,
How,
yeah,
how long did it take you till you got your purple belt?
I don't know. I probably got it around. I got my purple belt probably like 2000 maybe 16,
Okay.
maybe earlier, 16, 15, 16.
So here's another question. What was the difference for you guys going from purple to brown? That's a question that I'm interested in because I'm at a purple level right now trying to go to brown. What if you guys can remember because it might have been a long time ago, but what did you do that was able to get you to go from purple to brown or for your coach to promote you from purple to brown?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me
For
think.
me, probably being able to submit brown belts.
Okay.
I would say being able to do that, and then technique too, right? Having finesse, having a lot of answers from positions.
And so don't so forget, sometimes bells are political too, or more emotional. Example, if tomorrow you win the the UFC belt, for sure someone is gonna promote you faster.
Hmm.
But
Right.
no, but technically, if you are blue belt, you wanna go purple to improve. Depend, maybe teaching's gonna help you to improve your technique. If you start teaching someone's, and that's gonna help you to improve your technique, and that's gonna make a. We're gonna see that in you when you fight, when you start teaching sometimes.
Mm.
But when you are athlete, like me for you, you both of you, you're black male for me. Like in MMA, in all your background you have, for me, you're black belts, both of you. You're striking. You're also what you have in wrestling and jiu-jitsu. You're black belts. You're professionals. But if we start thinking about the jiu-jitsu schedule of degrees, for me, you guys, you're black belts. Like, yeah. At your level of MMA, your level of striking, your level of the sport and the knowledge. Yeah.
Thank you.
Even me, look, I'm a black belt and I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my basic technique, I have the new techniques, and some new leg locks I need to learn, some new takedowns and learn. So I'm a black belt from now 20 years, 22 years
Wow.
training, but
You've
I
been a
still
black
learning.
belt for 22 years, Ivan?
No. I start training. I'm black belt from now maybe 5 years and more. I don't know.
Okay.
But for me, I don't looking for stripes or everything. I'm a black belt. I'm agree. I choke people.
Yeah.
So, but I still learning. So get a black belt for me now is keep doing. Never stop fighting. Never stop training, and choke the beginners. And if I see a guy who example Morgan, he's a machine. He's a professional.
Yeah.
But I need to give him a challenge.
Yeah.
Like have a lot of experience. So if he make a mistake, I take it. Yeah, I choke him.
Right.
If a professional right now, you know what I see right now when I go to TriStar? I'm in shape for a normal person, but I'm not in shape of an athlete.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
When I go to TriStar and I roll with some guys and I choke them and they're full-time athletes, that's bad for them because a old guy like me don't suppose to choke them in jiu-jitsu and wrestling. So I need to go there. I go there to give it a challenge to beginners. Like
Right.
that's my hobby right now. Challenge the fighters in the gym. To if I do a technique to them, they're gonna ask me what technique you did to me. I did this. That way, nobody is going to pass you in the cage.
I hear
If
you.
you, yeah, that's
You
what I
approach it
all.
more from a really more of a technical point of view now because the athletic side, the cardio side has taken a hit. You know, you're not of
Yes,
course practicing as much, so you have to approach it differently
yeah,
when you're going with these younger guys. Here's a
and
question.
yeah,
Now that you've been out the game for a while, but both of you have had such a great career. What are some of the the major injuries that you've had that you might have at some point even thought about? I don't know. Have you thought about calling it quits based on some injuries that you've had, or have you been healthy throughout most of your career?
I'll let you go,
I
Ivan. Yeah.
I after my fight against Carlo Uno in Japan, I told you I was in a championship Carlo Uno, and if I win the fight, the same night I'm gonna fight in the final, like two fights the same night. And
Right,
this guy, I was there. I was with Ferraz in the corner. We are in the ring, and Carlo came in the ring with shoes, like wrestling shoes, and we
right,
was referee. What he's doing? Oh, he's not allowed to kick to the head, but he's having shoes. Nobody told us. And like first thing he did, he kicked me to the knee. Pop. He popped my knee.
right,
I, and I finished the fight. He win by decision. I went to see the doctor. My knee was like a balloon, like McGregor say, my knee's a balloon. And man, I get a surgery, LCL, like the ligament behind the knee, the ligament side to the knee. I get 8 hours operation on my knee.
Well,
Okay, if I show you at the gym how my knee is moving, but my knee was operated. So, and 1 year after, I moved back again to UFC. 1 year, 2 years after, and that was a bad luck, but I was lucky at the same time. So
wow,
injuries can change the career for a fighter, or I don't know. I was lucky to go back to UFC to with that knee injury. And I remember one day I fight UFC, I get I pop my rib in a in the sparring, the last sparring of the day before they cut the weight, and I get a rib pop, and I went to the cage. I win fight of the night and the submission of the night with a rib puppet.
Mm.
I see it now. I still have the bone here.
Oh
Like,
wow.
Wow.
so, why I take the
You're
fight? When
wild.
I say I want to fight, I need to fight because the money, because everything. So, injury, many guys fight injured. That's part of the
Yeah.
show. So,
Right. Yeah. For me too. Yeah. No, I agree with you. For me, it was my ACL injury. My
yeah.
ACL was bad. I was on a real high to my career, like my motivation. And so, anyways, it was really the momentum was very high, and then that happened, and then later on, I broke my toe sparring, my big toe, and that was worse than my ACL because at least with my ACL I could do hard recovery. With the toe, you couldn't do much, so I was in a good place mentally. So those two were tough ones for me, my ACL and my big toe. And now sometimes if I train too hard, like if I do my wrestling, sometimes I get a stinger so that your hand goes numb all the way down to
Oh
your
yeah.
Yeah.
shoulder. It's like my neck. It's the worst.
Isn't that a pinched nerve?
Yeah, it's been something.
Hmm. Have you ever had a herniated disc from all the wrestling and shooting?
Yeah, probably.
But nothing significant where you were out for a really long time. You had to go to the doctors for it.
No, no,
A
no,
lot of
no.
wrestlers get that with shooting a lot
Yeah,
around
I
the
think
neck.
you're with the nerves, right?
Yeah.
Because you have your sympathetic here in the front, and you have well, your sympathetic is like when you're to keeps you safe from the danger, right? And you're parasympathetic, and that wants you to keep you relaxed. So I think once your adrenaline starts getting going, and you start leading with your neck,
Hmm.
uh, makes it more vulnerable. That's what at least for me. What about you, Ivan? What do you think?
The neck injuries.
Yeah.
I'm lucky with right now. I'm lucky. I remember have a back injuries and I start changing my training. I stop heavy weights, heavy deadlift, heavy squat, and my back problems get good. I do a lot of pull up. I change my mentality of training too. And the thing is, we need to be more smart to do smart training for fighting. You don't need to go heavy. And uh, I think we can learn. We have to learn, and we have to teach to the student who how to don't injure for nothing, and just
That's
take care of yourself. Yeah.
that's a really good question, Ivan. I wanted to ask both of you when you bring about that. Now that your training mentality has changed over the years from being a little bit more smart. What's your thoughts on hard sparring?
Once a week is good when you're young.
Hmm.
Yeah. After for preparations, but everything's go with the edge too.
Are
I
you talking?
remember.
Are you talking young in age wise or young in your career?
Uh, okay. When you're young, you can do 2 3 trainings a day and you feel good. So
Right.
it's good time to you to push yourself in like hard but smart at the same time. So you don't need to go like full sparring every week, every day. So one
Right.
Hmm.
big sparring a week, this can be enough. The rest of day you can go hard in wrestling and take a rest, go easy like a plateau. You start your Monday routine hard, you start in your wrestling, your jiu-jitsu, then Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday you go slow, example, and then Friday and Saturday you go hard.
Hmm.
Like to you need to learn to rest, but don't forget when you're young, you don't know what is overtraining. So many young guys go to overtraining. When they go to overtraining, it's too late. They get injured.
Right.
So that's why you need to teach people like what overtraining is, because overtraining is like a depression.
Right.
You wake up in the night and you like, oh, I was dreaming I was fighting. I
Yeah.
was dreaming I was training. That's the beginning of overtraining.
That's the obsession. Well, is that
Uh,
okay? Is that obsession or is that overtraining?
uh, Obsession can be good passion, but overtraining is when your body's still thinking he's working, he's still thinking too much, and you don't have the time to recover.
Right. So you're waking up in the midst of the night instead of actually recovering. You're waking up, and it can be those kind of sweaty wake
Yeah,
ups in the middle of the night where you're drenched in sweat and your bed needs new sheets, and you're still
yeah,
kind of dreaming if maybe you were sparring or you're getting ready
yes,
for your fight. What
that's
about you,
overtrain.
Mirsad? What's your thought on sparring hard? Is that something that you did a lot in your career, and is that something that you would do again if you were to restart that career again?
Great question. Yeah, the hard spar. What do I think about hard sparring? I think hard sparring is you definitely need it.
Yeah,
I think up to maybe 27. I think you can overtrain, or at least up until your maybe at the minimum 22 years old. You can really train hard. Uh, right, and then hard sparring. I would say minimum twice a week, at least once. Boxers, they train. Obviously, our sport is a bit different because we have a lot of things we need to do.
yeah, we have a lot of things.
Right. We don't have just boxing. We have wrestling. We have so many different things. So we can't spar. So it's hard to make sure you spar everything, right? You have to do grappling, big gloves. I think big gloves at least once, and well, small gloves all the time. Whatever training, if you're fighting MMA, and then but sparring little gloves like Farazas on Mondays, I think that's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that.
And then like a big
Hmm.
glove sparring, and then you have your jiu-jitsu sparring, right? You
Jiu-jitsu,
have
you can go
your
hard. Some,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
you
You have a
can go
jiu-jitsu
hard.
sparring.
So
You have time for your technique. You have your time for your strength and conditioning. You have
so
time
don't
for
forget,
wrestling. So
after that, that's one thing. Sometimes we do the class. That's 1 hour, and then we do five sparring, 3, 4 round of 5 minutes. Sometimes you need to just do 1 hour straight of full jiu-jitsu sparring, wrestling sparring, and then rest. Finish with slow technique.
mm,
I'm missing that. When I was fighting before, I was doing that. We just warm up, and then we do full jiu-jitsu, full wrestling, hard, and then we finish with technique and drills
mm.
to cool down.
hmm
I like that kind of training because I was like, you you get tired and then you continue to do your technique slowly.
Mm.
right. Yeah, there's
That,
definitely different ways, right?
yeah, and that's the thing. So you need to find the good way for you. That's why you need a team to prepare you for a fight.
There's definitely, yeah, you need a really strong team that has the best your best interest. What do you think is the perfect team that you need for you
Oof.
to excel to that next level? You can say, you need like a massage therapist as a part of your team. You can say like, a variety of different things, a stretching coach maybe to help you. I know I'm super tight. I'm looking for a stretching coach right now. But what are some of the team members that you think? And I've been, you've been around when George
Hmm.
had some of his
Hmm.
most successful camps at TriStar. So you've been able to see the whole inside and outside. And Mirsad, you were top 7 in the UFC, so you're right up there. What are some of the teams that you were able to put together to reach those levels and continue to stay at those levels?
Right now, I like the team who remember Olivier Aubin
Yeah,
last year.
yeah,
I see the way he built his team, their friends, and the good partners and the good athletes around him. I like his way he did with Richard O and Richard O team. They're coming to TriStar, and Ferraz is there to helping Olivier. But Richard O, he make a good team around Olivier.
Yeah.
Like he have Michael
Yeah. Mike
Dufort,
Dufort,
and
yeah.
some other guys. They're high level too, and
Mm,
their prospect. But you see, they're dedicated to him, and Olivier give it to them too. So you need to have at least good four guys who you training all the time together, like
right.
a striker, wrestler, jiu-jitsu, and MMA fighters to start training together, same weight, and you need to stay together to help each other. And then you have the coach who help them, and then after that, managers and family. You need to build all that to all these people need to believe it. You can make it.
Mm,
And that's something I think I'm missing for me when I was in UFC. Like I was training with TriStar, I was training with the guys, and the guys we are close, but something was missing. I don't know. For me in my career, maybe more behind of the gym. You have my family too. I'm not coming from a sport family,
mm,
so you need to have all of these. Like people need to believe in you. You need to believe it. But when your friends, your sister, your brother, your good friends, your cousin, he believe you, and that's gonna make you a strong family sort of thing. It's not easy, man. It's not. I don't think it's like win alone. No, no anymore.
yeah, it's not. It's definitely not easy to put the right team together, or even
Hmm.
be in the sport for such a long time and just continue to have the motivation to continue in it. Mirsad, for you, you started in Nebraska and you moved around until you came to TriStar Montreal.
Wow.
What was the recipe for you when it came to putting that team together?
Well, yeah, no, I had when I was in Nebraska, I focused on training everything, right? I managed myself and I made sure I did all the classes. So I went to all the classes, took my privates, boxing, everything else, right? I made sure I had my strength conditioning coach. So I think I ran it all. And then eventually I went to American Top Team in Florida, and then they had everything there, right? In one place. And so that was a pretty good setup. Although then, like, there was too much politics and whatnot there.
Mm.
So anyways, I don't know. I like, I do like, think obviously you need the right coaching, the right, the right sparring, the conditioning, the skill work. So I think that's why I like Faraz so much. You know, it's pretty. You know, he takes a stand, but at the same time, you can do other things, right? You can work with somebody else,
Yeah, yeah,
like you can do for the most part,
And
right? Yeah, I think and just I think having open dialogue, right? Having open dialogue is important. Open
and
dialogue and respect. I think those are important things to have in mind in any team. So I think just be more open, practice being open, being talking, asking questions, right? I think that once you stop talking, that's not a good sign.
and I have the other division too because I remember a fighter came to TriStar. I don't want to say name, and but he was a good talent to guy, and
mm,
he was really ambitious too, and he started like taking the energy of many coaches. He want to build a perfect team for him
mm,
so much, so he burned out some coaches at the gym, and some partners. He changed gym. He go to another gym. He tried to do the same because he wants so much to 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 be the to build that team. He burn out the people around him,
Hmm.
burn out his wife, or burn out his own family, and He's still doing fighting, but I know I wish he learned for everything he did, but some fighters too. There's so much narcissistic. That's a good word.
Narcissistic, yeah.
So he can burn her entourage.
Hmm.
So don't forget, we are person too. Sometimes we are good person. Sometimes we're bad person. Maybe I'm a black belt, but still I can be an asshole too, huh?
Right.
If I'm black belt.
Absolutely.
So black belt is just a dedication I make, but you still have diplomas and be a asshole. So
That's very true. It's funny you say that because I remember when I was 19 years old, I came to TriStar Gym to visit TriStar Gym for the first time,
mhm.
and I remember there was a sparring was on Saturdays,
Yeah.
and for us would have his whiteboard, and he'd have the round 1 through 3 already matched up for you,
Oh wow.
and then round 4 and 5 you can pick your own kind of partners. I remember I was matched up, I think, for my first day with Ivan Menjivar. I didn't know nothing about MMA. I came from a striking background. Ivan beat the living shit out of me from one side of the red mats all the way across the room to the blue mats. And it was an experience that I till today remember. But it just shows, if you come with the wrong mentality, you can get it anywhere, anytime. And Ivan's one of the nicest, sweetest guys, you can meet. But we're all fighters, we're all humans at the end of the day, and it's about respect. And what Mirsad's saying is very true. It's communication is very important. The moment that communication stops, the moment that you find you're kind of avoiding each other, not trying to say hello to each other, or whatever, you're not sparring together for a reason. That is definitely a sign that maybe you should talk to each other about it. But
Mhm.
another topic that I wanted to cover with you guys is, when it comes to recovery for the body, what do you think
Oh
is
yeah.
some of the best recovery methods that you guys have gone through? People talk about cryotherapy, people talk about physiotherapy, acupuncture, a variety of different things. Mirsad, you've probably experienced a lot of those. What was your favorite type of recovery method?
My favorite type of recovery method was massages. I would get a in Florida they weren't that expensive, right? I mean, I found a place. I mean, even I had even when those more expensive ones, I had money for those too. Although I found a place in Florida, and I would go there, 1 to 3 times a week,
Well, for
right?
massage.
And
You were
massage.
training in Florida, Mirsad?
Yeah, I was American Top Team.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
So when I was living
How
there,
do
right when I
you
was
like that? That's the headquarters, right?
pardon me, slow down. Your connection.
What was the question?
Me or you?
You. What
I said,
was your question?
how'd you like working at Top Team? Was that the
Yeah, it was
headquarters?
great. Yeah, it was the American Top Team. Yeah, the guy that Arnold just fought, he came right after I left.
Oh,
Oh,
really? Okay.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, it was good. It was good, man. It was a lot of fun. It was what a journey it was. Like it was such a what journey there. I went there right when Pitbull was probably. I think Pitbull just got done. Thiago Alves just got done fighting George. So I went there like sometime after
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Right, 19.
Yeah, I remember.
I want to fight. I want to fight, and I got hooked up with a basically a scholarship there to train full time, and they got like a living for free, and I got some money every week for food and whatnot.
That's
So
great.
I had that for like 5 years, and then so that was cool. And then right, I think again, I think it's good to keep that small gym mentality because right, you get away from when you start getting big. A lot of top team is a lot of UFC guys, so a lot of action right here in Florida. It's a lot of fun. So I think it's easy to get distracted and forget little
Yeah,
things, like shadow boxing, basics along the way. Although for recovery, I would say the food and the food, the sleep, and the massages.
massage is good. I think
Yeah,
is that can be the
massages
best.
23 times a week. It's just
Yeah,
you read about Tom Brady, Mayweather, all these guys. They keep their muscles nice and limber and soft because the more softer you are, the more punishment you can take. Right?
reflex. Yeah,
Right.
elixir.
You just more punishment you can take. Impact is not as hard. Right.
Mm.
That's why we warm up because if we just start sparring right away, right, you're gonna
You
pull
pull some.
muscles.
Mm.
and
So when you
and only the
massage, you stay
touch.
soft and relaxed. And
And don't
so yeah,
forget,
that's what I would say.
only people forget touching when the people get touched. uh, your body need to that think of feeling too. Like sometimes I see many fighters, there are many alone. So massage can help each other to relax. I don't say happy massage, but I say
Ivan, this is
I
not
don't say
gonna
happy
chat,
massage.
my friend.
That's
Hey, that's my
another
kind of massage, man. That's what I like.
that's another kind of massage.
Hi,
But
guys,
no, therapeutic
this can be
massage.
recorded and used
No.
against you.
But that's part of training too. But the thing is, no, massage,
Which
therapeutic
one?
massage.
Which massage is part of training?
Okay, at least one happy massage a week. But
Exactly. Just
one
once.
happy massage a week. But no, honestly, therapeutically, to recover, I think massage can be the best. 1 hour massage, at least, can be really healthy for many people. Yeah, for the fighter. And you have
Yeah,
the
I
rest.
remember. Go on. Sorry. Go on, Ivan.
No, and you still have the cold bed, the hot. uh, That's really good. It's a good challenge. Cold bed, cold water is a challenge for your head too, huh? So
Yeah,
that's
it's
more.
tough.
Yeah, I think that's gonna help.
Please
But I
finish
think
it, please.
massage.
It's time to go to
Right?
bed. Come
Time to go.
Get us over with this fight, goddamn. 4 rounds? Is this too much? Pro fights
Oh
need to be
wow,
a
I've been up this
maximum of
late.
three
This is the
fights,
latest. This is the
3 rounds.
latest I've been up all week.
that's hard.
You know what I think
But
also, I see a
don't
lot
give
of
up.
baseball guys do this, or even maybe some NBA guys,
What?
is just to, let's say, go in and, let's say, not necessarily stretching, although going in maybe between the big sessions or after the big sessions, the extra time in the mat, in the gym, 1 hour before like the
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu starts, go in there and pick a couple of things and work on them. You see baseball players. I walk in on like a big camp once, and there's like the top guys. They were in the private room practicing their throw, nice and light, right?
After
So
the match
yeah.
or after
No,
the
just in general practice in the day. They will do an extra or private, whatever your weakness is, or you think you need to work on. So I think that's
well,
also necessary for training. And it doesn't
well,
have to
yeah,
be
but
hard either.
it's like imagine it's
You,
like
you gotta put it in those 8 hours a day. You know,
yeah, but
Eight
normally
hours a
like
day. Is that how
you
it
gotta
was
put
for
it
you,
in, man.
Mirsad? 8 hours a day of training. What the hell are you doing? 8 hours?
When
Like,
I first
tell me what a
started,
day of 8 hours
man,
looks like.
dude, you can do a morning classes. Let's say 2 to 3 more. Okay, if you do like something,
give me 1 second.
uh, do all the classes in
Keep
the
it.
day. Then you have your
Yeah.
boxing, your other classes, right? Jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, right? So at that level, you have the two main practices and you have two other practices. So that's 4 hours, right? Plus warm ups
Two
and
main
whatnot. That'll
practices, I
take
get it. You're doing two main practices, let's say 2 hours each.
well
That's four
two
hours. Then
morning
what's the other?
technically 2 in the morning. You know, you could do two in the afternoon, or afternoon and evening.
Yeah,
You know, technically you could
that's pretty
in the
wild,
morning.
Mirsad.
Yeah, well, that's what it takes, man. That's why for me it would be hard now because the way my lifestyle is. My mentality is like that. How do I when I train, right? And it's not.
What
It
are
doesn't
you?
work
What
in
are
that.
you? How are you spending your days now, Mirsad?
Sorry.
Taking bubble baths.
Get out of here! You're not a bubble bath guy.
I took a bubble bath. I was like, wow, this is nice.
Well, that is good.
I was like, wow, y'all, get used to this. No,
Well,
yeah, I work out first thing in the morning. I do weights.
yeah.
Do weights first thing in the morning, and then and that day I do one session of striking or jiu-jitsu.
Are you doing weights on an empty stomach? Are you an empty stomach type of workout guy?
No, I'm just a get it done type of guy. So I just wake up and I just want to get it done. Blah blah blah. That's priority, right? I'm pretty full from the night before usually too. Although sometimes if I it depends. Sometimes I'll do it. I'll have breakfast and then I'll do it too. I would say 80% of the time I just wake up and it's nothing intense, like a nice strength
Is it heavy
workout.
Mirsad,
weights or you go in volume?
Heavy weight. I mean, up to 40 pounds, not that heavy.
a
No,
question. Are you still vegan or vegetarian?
no, I never was.
No? Okay.
I'm
Okay,
a
I
meat
think.
guy, man. Look at this.
Okay. I was
Look at
thinking
this, bro. This
you're
Hey!
vegetarian.
There's some ladies on the stream, Mirsad.
Look
Come
at
on.
this, man.
okay. I was thinking
Yeah,
you
so,
was a vegetarian, or I think we talked about that one day. I'm not sure. You
yeah,
okay?
that's me.
You know who was vegetarian, Ivan? Remember that guy, the yogi guy that was fighting in the UFC? He came to TriStar
Oh,
for some time.
Jonathan Bookins.
Yes, Rookins.
Jonathan. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a yogi,
Yes, I
and
remember him. Whatever happened to him?
I don't know, to be
Uh,
honest.
honestly, I coached him for a fight in Japan. He came to
Okay.
me and Ivan, can you help me for this fight? I'll tell him yes, but you're gonna
When?
hear me. That was maybe 6 years ago.
Oh,
After a long time ago. I think that was last, and I trained him really well, and he win his fight in Japan, and he pay me, and he tell me, Ivan, I wanna do this fight for the money to keep doing yoga, and he moved back to United States again to still training martial art and training more yoga, and he went to India. Jonathan Bookings, he was honestly have a lot of that, but his head yoga take more time on his head. I remember we went to Japan and he's still losing his weight, and he say, Ivan, can we go to do yoga? That's gonna help me to lose my weight. Let's go. We find a place to do yoga, hot yoga. He did yoga for 1 hour and a half, and he cut his weight like that. He was, and you can see on my Instagram, if you go low, you can see him. He was in a park with a little bird in the park, and that was he's a good guy, but special guy too.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
doing yoga.
But that I used to love doing hot yoga, um, like to lose the last maybe 5 pounds before the weight cut. Before you
Yeah,
actually get to the weight cut week. I used to love
yeah, makes
because I
sense.
wanted to still sweat. but at the same time, I didn't want to do something so taxing on my body, like, I don't know, all the
Makes
shadow
sense.
boxing, all the skipping, all the stuff that you've just been doing thousands of rounds on. So definitely, I can see where the yoga in general
Hmm.
helped him. But he was a very spiritual guy, in general.
Yeah, it is.
Brookins, he was a very spiritual guy. I would see him meditate all the time as we would live at the dorms together. Even the way he spoke, he was very well thought out. The way
Mm.
everything he speaks was, he would think before he would speak, and it's a shame that we lost connection with him, because I don't know what he's doing now, or if he's still a yogi, or what. But we had
I
a
think
lot of
so. No,
great
I
memories
think,
at TriStar Dorms.
yeah, no, once a year I text him to say hi in Instagram or Facebook, and he texts me back. I think he's going well. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's coming
that's
for
good.
a tough life too, so I'm happy he find
Yeah,
a way for him.
you
Maybe
know
find
who's a
something
funny
like that,
guy
huh?
too? Yeah, the
Mm.
fighters in general. What are your thoughts on fighters in general? Like, you know,
They're,
I think we're all a little bit kind of messed up, just a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
Sometimes jiu-jitsu save life, huh? That's
Yeah,
a sometimes jiu-jitsu save life. Like these guys, they're maybe there. I don't know. There's many kind of guys like you, me, and where you gonna be if you don't find the sport?
right.
So me, I don't know. I don't
What
know.
what were you doing,
Maybe
Ivan, before you found the sport? What were you doing? How old were you when you found the sport?
I was 16 and I was
Yeah.
this close to join a street gang.
Oh wow. Here in
This
Canada?
close here in Montreal.
Okay.
Imagine how much I was stupid. I lived. I moved from Salvador because my country was on war. My father get
Yeah.
kidnapped. My mother get the resource to move here to Canada. We, yeah, people try to kill our family. So,
Wow.
and I get here, start learning French, going back to school, and I was that kind of stupid I want to join a gang, street gang, to feel part of a team. So,
Yeah.
escape from war, escape from kidnappers, to come here and join a gang. But I was lucky because at the same moment I joined the martial arts school, and then I changed to jiu-jitsu, and I discovered Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And jiu-jitsu, I was maybe 4 months training. In the game, they come to me with my friends and, okay, guys, we're gonna initiate you. So
Mm.
they do a 4 against 1, and I hit the guys. I never fell down, headbutt, kicks, everything. And they say, "Oh, you're part of the gang now." Two weeks
Welcome to
later,
TriStar.
2 weeks later, 2 weeks, 2 weeks later, this gang, Latino gangs, they don't talk to me anymore.
Mm.
Why? Because I was strong in one way.
Mm.
Perfect. I was alone in their school, and I started focusing myself in jiu-jitsu. And then that's kind of people I was. If I didn't find jiu-jitsu, I will be in the gang.
Where'd you start
I will
jujitsu?
have
Where was your first?
here in Montreal. First school was with Koji, with the Revolution team. Today is the
Oh,
Revolution.
Koji.
So
Are you talking about Koji, the
Koji, yeah.
big black guy?
No, Koji, the Japanese guy. Koji,
Oh, okay.
Japanese.
Okay. No, I'm thinking about
No,
someone else.
no. And that that was my story. Imagine if no find, I don't find jiu-jitsu. I wanna be part of the gang. Start drinking,
Rochelle won.
smoking.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Rochelle won.
Yeah,
yeah.
You guys
Who?
forgot about the fights,
Pennington.
man.
Pennington.
Guys, you got Pennington. Oh, yeah, Raquel.
I
She
know.
won.
It's such a boring fight, bro. I'm so happy that it's over,
I, but it looked like the Brazilian girl was in charge the whole time, no?
Yes.
Yeah, she had
Dana
two
White is
deep
happy.
submission attempts.
Look, Dana is happy over there. He's there. But still
Yeah,
hard, man. I never did a 5 round. Respect. I never did a 5 round.
here's a
And
question.
I never get a UFC belt.
What,
Yeah. I never get a UFC belt too.
well, I mean, it's so
So
much easier to get a UFC belt as a girl than it is as a guy, Ivan.
yeah, but don't forget the level is changed. Remember Ronda Rousey 10 years
Right.
ago? So and right now everything's changed. So in in 10 years more, they're gonna be harder too. In 10 years, we're gonna get girls like Badichenko
Yeah, for sure.
and
It's
yeah.
yeah, like it's developing for sure. You know, it's
hmm
always improving. But
And, and some
you know,
girls,
I've
they're
sparred girls that are at the top, and I've sparred guys that are at the top, and it's
hmm
no comparison, Ivan. You know,
oh
like
for
there's
sure.
no comparison.
I know, but still, still is man. The girls they dedicated, they're professional too,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
like the boxing match, the boxing girls too. We don't talk a lot about boxing girls, but I think MMA fighters they're a little bit stronger
Why do
technically.
you think nobody cares as much about female fighters versus male fighters? Like, if people love to watch fighting in general, right? Like, if you're on the street right now and you see two guys fighting or two girls even fighting on the street, you probably will watch.
I will watch more the girl fight because if it's a street fight, we're gonna see some titties.
I
But
guess, yeah, especially if they're good looking, yeah, it makes a difference.
no,
But in
no, no,
general, the human
no,
will
no,
stop and watch.
no. They're gonna still watch it for a fight because in the
Yeah,
street is the street. But no, no. In the professional sport, professional sport is the promotion.
yeah,
Ronda Rousey, when Ronda came, UFC did a good promotion on
right.
her.
Yeah,
After Ronda, we get what Ollie Holm, Ollie.
yeah, yeah, Holly.
After we get Rose,
Yeah, Rose.
and there's and that's the business of UFC. They need to
Yeah,
do a good promotion of the girls, and the girls need to do good promotion too.
It
Even
is.
even today, even for the guys, uh, the best promotion guy is McGregor.
yeah.
Okay, after McGregor, who we have? We have the cocky guy who talking a lot, and George. I love George,
Yeah.
but George was uh, a, he's a pretty boy, but people love him or don't love him.
Saint
But
Pierre?
McGregor,
That's Saint
yeah,
Pierre?
the 50-50. Yeah, and remember when George was fighting, it was a 50-50. People love him or people don't love him. But McGregor, he make more reaction to everybody. Everybody want to see McGregor win or
Yeah,
lose.
yeah.
And but George was like, he's good. Or what his name? Um, uh, uh, what his name? The Russian guy. 20
Fedor?
and 0.
Oh, no. Habib?
Khabib. He's good, but emotionally, he's not a good seller.
Yeah.
So, like, we nobody missing because he's not. Girls need to be promoting, and that's the only thing because people don't have more interest. So, it's promotion. Yeah. Now,
That's a tough one. How do you find that balance between being, you know, a good seller of pay-per-views and being authentic to your true self, you know, not putting on a character like say someone like Colby Covington, right?
Oh
He
yeah.
puts on a
Oh
character versus someone like McGregor. You can
my
see
God,
that that's genuinely him. You know, how do you find that balance
that
when
balance, that's
we're in
hard.
such an entertainment type sport versus what it used to be? Let's say when you were fighting in the Japan times, you know,
Hmm.
that there it was more about, you know, real martial arts, you know, the integrity of the sport. How do you improve that? How do you find the balance there? That's such a tough one to kind of find.
And the fame. And man, I told you, I think that's hard. I think that's hard question because I never was that at that level of popularity, and I was here, like in the beginning of that.
Yeah,
I was in the
definitely in
beginning.
Canada. A lot of like everybody knew who you were in Canada, and of course, you know, in some parts of the world where you fought elsewhere, but in
The
Canada for sure.
amateurs, the
Yeah,
fans, the amateur of the MMA, they gonna know my name.
yeah,
I'm lucky. Sometimes I'm traveling and they, oh, I see you in the fight, and they still remember my name.
yeah.
But when you coming at the level of George or McGregor, and man, you need to go see a psy to be focused. Yeah,
Right.
because you coming so much. Honestly, how I can say you coming so much attention on you that can make you change yourself, and that can make you scared. That can make you see it. Some guys, they're just the pressure. They're they don't know how to release the pressure, and they're crying, or and they have depression after that. Even if you're in your prime, even if you're the champ, you can have a big depression because there's so much stress, so much think. And I'm lucky, but I would like to have that problem because the money coming with that.
Yeah, yeah, for
But
sure, for sure. Did you Mirsad ever have to get like a sports psychology coach, or like did you ever hire anybody to just help you with your mental game, or were you always
Right.
this strong?
No, I mean just through practice, right? I had my own things to work on. Although, yeah, I looked. I was looking. I was looking for everything when I started. I was watching what other guys were doing, from George to Diego Sanchez, right?
mhm.
And
And the-
so, yeah,
remember when he
yeah,
would do the cartwheels and
I
come in
was trying to do
screaming yes?
everything. Like, all right, so whatever it is, right? So, and part of that was seeking, supplements and the
Honestly,
edge, right? Everything to get the edge. So yes, I did work with a sports psychologist, and I worked with a hypnotist, and just yeah, different things like that,
a
different people like
hypnotist.
that.
Tell
Yeah.
me about the hypnotist. I've
So
never heard.
Oh
basically,
yeah.
put you in a trance and walks you down to this relaxing path,
Hmm.
right? And then while it's like a technique, and right, and it's like everything I had written down. So I had written, let's say, one page or maybe 2 pages of my fight, how
Yeah,
my fight was going to go. And then
Hmm.
she would
Visualization.
relax me. I'd lay on the table. She'd walk me through this place, this cave, and then she'd go over my script and then feed that to my subconscious mind. And then I'd record that, so then I would listen to that at home and take naps to it also.
You
wow.
never you never did a visualization? You
I've
know?
done visualization for sure. I would
Um,
even like stand in front of the mirror, and I would like say any affirmations that I would have, you know, until I start feeling those feelings, and a lot of visualization of how I wanted the fight to go. But I never sat down with like a hypnotist or even like a sports psychology coach. I am
Hmm.
looking for one. I was
There's
watching
no
one
many,
of Joe
but
Rogan's podcasts with I can't remember the guy's name. Brady, Sean Brady, I think he was talking about a couple of his coaches, sports psychology coaches. So for sure, I think there's benefit to it. I just haven't really. There's so many moving parts, like you said, Ivan, to putting the right team together. And sometimes, you're so focused on improving technically in the sport, just making it to those 2-3 classes a day, to make time after that to find an additional member to your team can sometimes be, a little bit take a back step to what's important at the time. But for sure, it's something I'm looking for to add to my team.
Well, it's all about, yeah, and it's part about. I think it's more the mentality of looking outside the box, right?
Yeah,
Not just you got to work the physical, but also doing these little things will give you a sense of confidence, and that's part of your job is doing these things, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
is
If
taking care
for
of
that
you.
elite level, there is no like let's see how we can fit a schedule. It's like at the end of the day, you're the team, right? You
And
gotta
You're,
that's
try
you're
to
the
make
thing.
sure
captain.
that
You're the captain of the
you
ship.
gotta do that. You gotta do the team workouts. Although everything extra is you.
Yes, and that's
Um,
that little thing sometimes we forget. Everything you learn in your career is going to help you in the futures,
mhm.
like in business, in your life. If you do martial art and you do fighting and you don't learn nothing in that 10 years of career, you lost in your time too.
Mm,
What do you think about that? Because after my UFC career, if you didn't learn how to make a deal or I don't know, dealing with people or only talking with people, uh, you lose your time. You not learn nothing. You learn to fight only. So
yeah, there's so much
that's
more
it.
to this sport than just the fight itself, right? Like you
Yeah.
learn a lot about putting the right team together, which is a huge part of any business, really. You know what I mean? If you
Hmm.
look at any business out there that's successful, what makes it successful is the team members that you have with you running the business. So you are the business in this case. But another thing you learn, is the politics behind this game. It's not just the
Yes,
game
yes.
itself and fighting, but the politics behind it and how to navigate through those
Hmm.
politics too, right? Um, a lot of times you might catch yourself maybe reacting in an emotional way, but fighting teaches you and training teaches you how to control your emotions. And when you do that, I mean, if you transfer those skills anywhere into any part of life, that's going to help you in your personal relationship. That's going to help you in your business relationship. That's going to help you really
Yes, yes.
anywhere, right? So,
Yeah, yeah. But that's why I see some fighters they not learn nothing and their life still bad even after a career. And you can see that in boxing. You can see that in many other sport, hockey, soccer, and honestly, I don't get it how a fighter after a career get big, overweighted, and start alcoholic and drug addicted if you not learn how to control yourself in fighting. Mm. But everything can happen to someone. So we are human. So, but
Right.
like I'm drink. I take one beer with my wife today, but I'm not gonna be alcoholic. So I learn. There's something I learned with the sport is to control myself. I was driving. I'm a bus driver now. You guys know I'm a bus driver for Montreal transportation,
yeah, yeah, I
and
know.
so many times so many times I want to hit somebody because they're not polite or they're driving bad. But the first thing I say myself, I know how to control myself. So I know how to choke this guy, but first of all, I know how to control myself. So
No, that's
so
awesome.
that's is if it's something I learned in my 20, 25 years of training is that how to control myself. And
Have you,
That's
while we speak of that, I mean, have either of you lately gotten to a point within the last 5 years where you've had to put your hands on somebody outside training?
no,
outside training,
no. Personally, no,
yes,
never.
yes. But honestly, uh, more control the other guy to, yeah, more was like, come here and stay calm,
Somebody give
relax.
me a massage.
Yeah, and I have a lot of face to face, huh? I don't know. People want to try me because maybe I'm small, and then when they
It's
get
just,
closer, they
yeah,
realize.
exactly.
But
Like, bro,
oh,
I know kung
oh man,
fu.
but I'm cocky. Sometimes when the guys start yelling me, your mother," and I come in with a big punchline, and
I
I
I
heard
did
them.
have I did have one guy recently taking the metro to TriStar, and I was about to go sit down, and this dude walks up. It's like, no, no, I'm going to sit there. I'm like, I look at him like, what? You know, it's like in the winter time. I look, I'm like, are you okay? Are you old? I look at him, and then I see another guy with him, like a short, skinny guy, and obviously I could see they were on drugs and had, right? Like semi-homeless. So I moved, and then he was just like, you know, I had to knock somebody out the other day. They were talking to me like that. It's like I just had to walk away from this guy.
In
I
the
was like,
gym.
oh man.
In
So
the
I just
gym, in the
walked
gym.
away as just,
Oh yeah, I tell you, right now in the gym, there's so many guys. So any kind of guy today in the gym.
Yeah.
Who you think is
so
gonna
who we
win the
got?
fight?
Who we got this? Girl fights over.
Finally, we've arrived at the main event. What do you guys think about who's
I
going to
go for the
win in the
African.
main event? You're going with the
I'm with the.
African,
I go with the African.
the
What
South
about you,
African
Tariq?
Dupuis, I think, or Duplessis.
Duplessis,
Sorry if I'm
Duplessis. Yeah,
butchering his name.
You
you have a
think
French name,
why?
Duplessis. That's a French name, huh?
Duplessis, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
because
French
he's from
name?
South Africa.
Who's in
But yeah,
South
Duplessis.
Africa?
Yeah, he's from South Africa, descendant. Yeah, that's
Uh,
special. If he win, he's gonna be the first white South African UFC champion.
man,
Like right now in
Pretty big.
this,
Sean looks ready.
You're going
Sean
with
I'm
looks
Sean
going.
ready.
Roussard or what?
I don't know. I like
Du-
South African win.
Duplessis,
Although,
Duplessis is more technical, I think. More
really,
kicking, more wrestling, more jiu-jitsu,
the other guy never
striking.
gets tired.
Yeah,
I
yeah, that's
think
one.
Sean is a better striker and
Okay.
has a better gas tank, but I think
Mm,
Duplessis is the overall
power.
better MMA fighter, and he's
Okay.
got power. And in my opinion, what the hell is this guy wearing? Holy! You saw that guy in the
Nothing.
crowd?
Oh yeah.
I think the South African's
Las
going to win this
Vegas.
fight in the early rounds, but in the later round, I think Sean
Okay.
Strickland, if it goes to the distance, Sean Strickland will win. But it will be a finish for
You think
either
it's a
side.
finish?
Yeah, I think a finish for either side.
Sean looks ready.
He hit hard. Yeah. And
Every
who's
time I watch
the
UFC fight, I'm saying I'm never watching a UFC fight again because they're so late.
who? Oh
They're
yeah,
late, yeah, for sure.
1 o'clock. But hey,
Tariq, don't ask me next
I,
time. Okay.
I hate to see. Hey, do you guys see? Example, if you don't see the fight tonight, do you see it back in the rewind
In the morning,
I just
yeah, that's
I'll
usually what
watch
I
a
do.
highlight. Yeah,
the highlight only? Huh?
yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's
the
so late.
highlights.
This
Yeah,
will be a good fight.
I'll watch the
Professional
full
fights,
fights.
I'll stay
I'll
up.
go on MMA Core. I'll watch the full fights.
Yeah, yeah, those are good too. I think film studying is also important. What do you think of Ivan? Film studying.
look the
Gonna
stand.
call every
He have a boxing
round,
stand.
so let's
He have to
watch
kick the leg.
so thick.
Yeah, he's thick. Sean just so he looks so the guy you don't want to fight at the bar.
Oh, he's kicking.
Oh, oh,
Nice kick. You see,
man,
when
look at
someone
Strickland's
fighting
got
like,
that jab, man.
I will kick the head, kick to the leg. No, kick to the arms. When an opponent fighting like hands low, you kick to the leg. You
Yeah,
kick to the arms. Kick the arms. Kick to the arms.
I'm a big
That way you
fan
break
of
the arm, you injure the arms.
kicking the forearms. I think forearms.
What? Say again?
I said I love to kick the forearms. It's such a beautiful target to have in your arsenal
Yes.
to kick the forearms.
Yes.
When you look
Yes.
at your how big your leg is versus
Yes.
how small their arms are, you know, even if they block it,
Absolutely,
it's still gonna hurt.
still hurts. Yeah. Well, Sean's looking good.
He's looking looser, but that power from
Yes, they
Duplessis is looking. If he lands one, that overhand right,
Yeah, they're
wow,
explosive.
nice. Nice job.
Man, but look at that man. His hands are just. He's
Just
got
the
a
jab for the
weird
moment.
style too.
That's why. Kick to the arm. Missing the when you go in the
Hey, nice.
cage, the air, the smell. That's something nice.
being inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss that. The light.
Ooh, nice kick.
Hey Ivan, would you ever be a referee in like say the UFC?
Yeah, he'd be a good referee.
Never. No.
Why?
Uh, no, never do that.
No, but would you? Would
But
you?
oof, no, because too many fighters know me and not too many fighters, so I don't think I'm gonna be. Uh, I can be partial, like a judge, but I know too much the
Oh, I
fighters.
see. Conflict of interest kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna the other guy's gonna feel, oh, but I'm here for many years,
Right.
so I don't think this can be a good idea. Ooh, nice takedown.
Man, let's go. Oh, oh, he's got a choke. No. Oh, nice.
Nice. Even I think, oh, can it be possible to
Oh,
open a
strong.
federation? But
He's
it's a lot
strong.
of money open a federation.
For the federation?
Open something like
No, you
that.
wouldn't open anything.
But
You'd have to pass the tests.
yeah, but no, too much. I like the no. Listen, I would not like to do that.
No,
No,
eh?
no.
You'd have the best seat.
Even
You'd have the best seat. Free,
Oh,
yes.
free every time. You get paid to referee the best fights.
No, no. I give that to the other
Yeah,
ones. It's not easy.
it's not easy. Not for sure.
Be a referee or be a judge. No.
kickboxing looks nice from the Duplessis.
Yeah, he's targeting that
It's good
calf
kickboxing,
of Strickland, but he might get
and
clipped.
his high kicks look good too.
Who do you think won that round, Mirsad?
Oof.
This one, ooh, up until
Duplessis.
then, ooh, Duplessis.
I give it to Duplessis.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
But
Listen, but
he can hit many times with the jab.
Although I feel like anytime something big happens, they favor somebody else. Like with Arnold's fight, I don't know. I thought he did enough,
You thought
man.
Arnold, bro? The guy had his back majority of the time. I don't know.
No, first round, Arnold controlled the
That's
center.
true.
Nothing happened.
That's why
Arnold,
they gave it
okay, Arnold won the first
29-28.
round. Second round, the only thing the other guy had was like the last 10 seconds he hit Arnold with the jab, and kind of wobbled him. Although that was the biggest thing in that
That was
round.
damaged.
Besides that, Arnold controlled. And the third round, Arnold defended all his takedowns. Well, besides, maybe he held his back for a little bit, but he's still defending.
And he clipped him a few times in the third round as well.
Man, he did very well. He fought a great fight. I thought he did enough, man. I really did. But that's what happens when these newcomers come and they just want to promote them. The guy, even the commentators, the way they were talking, about that guy even before Arnold was fighting
Mm.
him,
The
favoring
wrestling,
him.
the wrestling make the difference.
Yeah, Arnold did good though, man. He did it very well.
That calf kick is going to be a problem in the third and fourth round for
For who?
Strickland. He's taking a lot early on.
Ooh,
He
it doesn't
never,
seem to be phasing. It doesn't seem to be phasing
Let's
him.
see in a bit.
that's a five
Nice.
round now.
Ooh. That guy's throwing some heat. His punches are snappy.
That's something I don't like right now with MMA guys. They want too much to strike, and they forget the rest. Wrestling or fainting. Yeah, spinning back fist is good. More creativity, more.
Right.
But sometimes when you fight for a belt, you don't want to go too much crazy
You
too.
know who was the king of creativity for me in MMA or UFC was Zabit. I really liked Zabit.
Yeah, he was good, man. Zabit and
And
Anderson.
Anderson, yeah. They were so creative.
Oh
But
yes, I
Zabit,
never thought about that.
he went to be a doctor
Is that
instead.
what it is?
He retired. He went to be a doctor, from what I understand.
I'm from Sakuraba
Yeah,
era. I
he
know.
retired.
Sakuraba era for sure.
Yes, so creativity, that's the
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah.
Remember his fight, Sakuraba?
Yeah.
Two hands,
You see,
everything.
Strickland is having a hard time doing his Floyd Mayweather guard that he's got going on, right? Usually he presses forward with that, but lately he has to
Yeah.
take a step back, and that's
Mhm.
opening up the calf kick for Duplessis because he's leaning back every time. See, he leans back, and there's the leg kick.
Mhm.
Right hand. That's something I'll tell you. His guard is so close to him. You
Oof.
kick to the arms.
Yeah, the open side would be
Kick to
really
the.
good if he just. But I'm telling you, those leg kicks, you can already see how flat he is with his front foot now.
Yeah, and you see his swelling,
The
his
swelling is
stigma,
coming. It's
the
already,
side of the
yeah.
leg. You know something
Oof.
with us,
But
MMA problem is
only one punch
more,
can change this fight.
Yeah,
yeah,
from both sides.
Hmm.
more combinations.
I
Ouch,
like
that
how
hurt.
Strickland is loose with his boxing. He's very loose, which I like it. Duplessis is going for haymakers with every shot. I think he's gonna gas out by round 3, 4.
The Duplessis,
Yeah,
Mm.
maybe, yeah.
You see, that's a boring style, but effective.
which one's the boring?
Strickland.
Yeah,
Strickland.
I don't know, man. He just got clipped with an overhand, and there's a body kick.
Ooh,
Yeah, body kick.
nice kick. Good kickboxing. Very good kickboxing.
I think I have maybe 5 seconds
Yeah, I
delay
was just gonna say I'm not gonna
between.
commentate because I think you're delayed.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Ooh,
No, it's good.
he's getting caught with a little
Nice
shot.
single. Wow.
It's all. I didn't see a single.
Oh, takedown.
Oh, there you go. Wow. You saw before me. Where are you in Dubai?
I'm in space.
I'm close to the
Tariq,
cage
where are you, bro? You in
because
Dubai?
because I'm close to the TV. That's why.
Is Dubai per? Is Dubai ahead?
Hey, that's fun. When the fights are in Dubai,
Yeah,
they're finished at 6 o'clock here.
yeah, that's the best for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I give two so far to
Yeah,
Duplessis.
so far
2-0.
that spinning back fist is I love how he's setting it up.
But Strickland get more punchy. He connect
Oh,
more
we
right
just
now.
don't any chance he gets.
Nice. Nice.
Would you give that round to Ivan?
Duplessis because they take down.
Yeah,
Duplessis.
But even the striking, he was
even the
winning.
striking, I thought so too.
Yeah, the leg, the
Hey,
legs,
South Africans have
the
really good
kick.
striking. When I was in Thailand living for a couple
Yeah.
of years,
Really?
South Africans were there was a lot of South Africans and they were really really good. I was really surprised that they had that good striking.
Mm. Do you did a fight in Thailand? Muay Thai fight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made 4 fights. I had 4 fights when I was in Thailand, but I was just on vacation.
How much? How much you get paid?
I got paid. Um, I think I was around 30,000 baht. 30,000 baht. What does it equal? At 3,000 baht is $100, so about $1,000, $1,000 US.
Oh, not
Yeah,
bad. Not bad. Not bad.
and the fights were easy. Like I was fighting other foreigners that were not that tough.
Okay, okay, no Thai
I
guy.
fought I fought one Thai guy, but it was kind of weird. It looked like he took a dive.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Like I had him on the ropes in the second round, and then I hit him, but I don't know if I hit him hard enough to like actually knock him out, and he just like dropped, and I was like, okay,
They do it just sometimes to get money,
yeah,
eh?
they do it, and then
Oh,
there's
really?
betting going on, and
Uh,
Uh-huh. That's what I tell you. The fight next week.
even here, man, it happens with these big fights,
I
dude.
bet
Whatever happened with that James Krause thing?
James Crowston, who
Yeah, remember like the guy that was like set up one of his guys to forfeit
really? I didn't
or
hear
do
about
something in the fight?
no.
No, it must have kept on a hush hush.
Oh,
And his
it was
fighter
in the
got
UFC, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah,
I remember.
yeah,
I remember hearing about that. Didn't he get fired?
yeah. He got
Yeah.
fired. Yeah, I wonder whatever else, something else happened. I know they said they were going to go after them, but we'll see.
Oof.
I don't know. I feel like with a guy like Duplessis, I would just my approach to this fight would be go the opposite stance as him, and then all the time rip his body slash forearms, and the moment that you're the same stance, kick his lead leg. So either you're kicking his
Hmm.
lead leg or you're going opposite stance and kicking his open side, and then once in a while you can go kick punch from the open stance because you're gonna catch him with a punch that way once in a while, and that will cause damage and slow him down because right now he's pretty
Hmm.
aggressive and he's got a lot of power, and you need to slow him down a little
Hmm.
bit. Otherwise, you're gonna be on your back foot, and this is what Sean Strickland did to Israel Adesanya, but now it's being done to him.
But you know what's funny? I don't think Duplessis can hit that way Adesanya.
No, Adesanya is too slick and he's got many weapons, but Sean just has boxing and he's not kicking, and you can't box going backward only. Like you can touch a couple times,
That's it.
but you need to be able to move forward, back, sides.
Ooh,
Like
right.
you said, Ivan, it's MMA, and a lot of these guys get too comfortable doing just one thing.
Man, he has
Yeah.
good man. His jab is
He
money.
is. He does have a beautiful.
Strong jab.
No, that jab is amazing. Yeah. But right now his front leg is
You see,
injured,
like the
so the jab is
commentators, they
less
keep talking
effective.
about Sean winning. I don't like that.
No, he's not winning in any round.
That's what I think. But they're trying to talk him up. It's
Oh, but
And he's not
if
throwing.
you look at the significant strikes, Sean is winning. They just brought it
Right.
up. You're gonna see it in a sec.
see, like, oh, he's doing more damage. I'm like, what?
I don't know, Ivan. What do you
Super
think?
kick. Right now, I give to the round to Duplessis because he's punching
I
more.
agree. I gave all
Of
three
course.
rounds so far.
Oof. Come on, guys, give me a finish.
I kind of want to. I
He
want to
just
see
wants
it go all
personally.
5 rounds. I want to see this guy's gas
Oh.
tank. I know your grandpa over there. You're looking for your pillow.
And that's what I say in the beginning. Like this guy coming from Europe, the Russian guys, they're going to the ground directly.
Yes.
They hit hard and they're going for the MMA
Yeah.
finish or the ground and pound and get the control of the position. But right now, this like for me, this is a it's not the same level
Well,
for a
it's
champion.
kind of also like Mirsad. You had that style too, where you would just hit hard and go straight to the
Mm-hmm.
ground, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
this guy's American, Sean Strickland. I think he's American, right? And
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
so it's like I think you're right, Ivan. The European style, not the even European, but like mainly the Russian, Dagestani, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan,
Yes.
anything that ends with a stan or the Soviet
Stand.
Union area, the former Soviet Union. Those guys have that style where they'll hit hard and they'll go straight to wrestling. But a lot of Americans too, I find, are like that, where they have that style of a wrestling background. But for some reason, Sean Strickland is, he's more of a striker. He's more of a boxer. He likes that approach more. But you got to have it all.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be
You need
just a striker.
yeah, you need that.
We'll see if Sean
And
comes out more powerful this round.
and for me, he's a champion. Respect that, but he's not a complete champion.
Right.
He's not like an athlete in the MMA. He's not complete. Like when people talk me about McGregor. He's good. Yeah, but he only have one weapon.
The left
His
hand.
left hand.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
This guy still got power, Merside, even in the fourth round.
Yeah. So far, I
I'm
like it.
surprised.
I hope he wins. I like.
You'd think a guy would gas out quicker when he's missing so much.
Which guy?
Duplessis, I think he's missing a lot.
But you think he's missing a
I
lot?
think he's missing.
You think so? What do you mean? He's
Yeah,
landing on every kick he
He's
throws.
definitely connecting a lot, but he's also missing a lot of power shots. That kind
Yeah,
of
I would
gasses you
say
out
so.
as well.
Right, I think he's just I don't know. He's just not worried about him. He's punching. I think he has good mentality about
Yeah,
it.
I think it's the mental strength.
Ooh, yeah. Although Sean's coming out now too with the power. He's got that. Looks like he just has a raw strength.
Do you guys
Ooh,
see bare
ooh,
knuckle
nice
fights?
right.
Bare knuckle fights. I don't
Yeah.
like to honestly watch it, but
Ooh, nice right hand.
you know who?
I watch it, and honestly, Strickland can be a good fighter
Oh
for
hell
that.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know who just signed bare knuckle MMA is Mandel. Mandel
Mendel
Nallo
Oh.
just signed for
from Bellator.
no, it was You know, Jorge Masvidal's game bred bare
Mm-hmm.
knuckle MMA.
Right.
So Mandel's fighting another
Really?
UFC veteran on that card. It's on March
Wow.
2nd in
It's
Mandel from our
Canada?
Mandel,
gym.
our Mandel.
No
Yeah,
way.
I
Bare
didn't know
knuckle
that.
bare knuckle
MMA.
MMA. I'm like, this guy should be in the UFC. Or like, I told him, why aren't you not in Bellator or PFL? And I don't know what he's with Ali Abdelaziz, which is like a fantastic manager, right? Like at least connection wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's going into bare knuckle MMA. Maybe they pay good. I don't know, but it's Jorge Masvidal's
I wish.
card. I don't think they pay that good. You know what I mean?
At least not the undercut.
Yeah,
Undercard.
he's
Honest, yeah, like I say,
Wow, that's
Mandel
so
is supposed to
crazy.
be
That's
in
like
UFC.
I figured like last stop.
yeah. That's usually a fighter's last stop, but he's also 34. So like
Mandel is
yeah,
34?
Mendoza.
I think he does that. I think he does it for fun. Honestly,
It's so crazy
he really likes
because
it.
I remember Mandel. Like we came from the same city in Ottawa. We used to take when
Hmm.
I was 19 years old and he was 20. We'd drive up together with Nabil the Thrill Khatib. He'd give us a ride. Remember
Nabil.
Nabil,
Yeah,
Ivan?
yeah, yeah.
And
Yes, yes.
man, he was the most serious out of all of us. Him, Ayman, and Louis, I think were the most serious. And it was always his dream to be in the UFC. I'm really shocked that he went the bare knuckle MMA route.
That's
You know what
crazy.
I
I,
understand you. I understand you because he have a lot of
it's
talent
surprising he's
and
with Ali as his manager
Yeah,
too.
and he's on like
But
a
even
three
Ali,
fight
so
win
yeah.
streak at the same time. I'm just like, how
Yo, right? Yeah, that's so
how are you
weird.
not picked up by like a major league? At
PFL,
least,
at least. That's interesting,
ooh, suplex.
Sean Strickland is not doing so good, brother.
man. One more round, this guy needs to do this, and he'll definitely win this. He looks
You
like a
know
185
something?
pound version of George.
This guy is an animal, bro. He just doesn't gas out.
Both are good. Both are same.
Wow.
You know something? I'm not happy is to see some guys. I know go to UFC is a big deal, but before go to UFC, many guys supposed to go to Japan, try a fight over there, try boxing, try the because we missing. Uh, I don't know. They're missing something opportunities.
You're saying that
In my
fighters
Maybe.
eyes,
before they go to the UFC are missing opportunities?
yes,
In which way?
yes.
Like they're not getting enough
Like
experience
Mandel, like Mandel.
Ooh.
If a guy like Mandel go to
to Japan? You're saying and
Asia,
and fight in Asia?
yeah, Japan,
Yeah,
Asia, fighting Asia, they're gonna love
yeah,
him. They're gonna make figurines of him and T-shirts and
yeah,
everything because he have this
yeah.
charisma.
He does.
And but you did you fight in Saudi Arabia
In where?
in Abu Dhabi
Yeah, I fought in Abu Dhabi.
when and that's a new market
Yeah, absolutely.
and they're paying
Yeah, they
well.
pay really well.
They pay very well. So I'm happy you're going
Yeah,
there. Uh, but I want to see guys from us or gym going. You're supposed to fight every six
yeah. If
months,
every 3 months, if you can, 3 4 months. Honestly, if you
every
can
three
do
months.
3 4 months, you get 3 fights a year or 4 fights a year, between 3 to 4 fights a year. That's a beautiful like
Yeah.
that would be the best ideal. That's why I like that I signed with PFL because in six
Hmm.
months I'm gonna get 3 fights for the tournament, and that's a fight every 2 months.
Okay, but don't forget. Do you talk to Olivier?
I didn't talk to
Try
him
to
yet because
talk to
I didn't see
Olivier.
him at the gym, but I would definitely want to pick his brain on what he did training wise. I know he didn't spar as much big gloves. He sparred more small
Hmm.
gloves, like almost daily. But
Yeah.
he said he recovered his body in between the fights. He just kept active with technical sparring, technical work, things like that.
Yes. cut the weight.
And the way
That's
too,
hard.
yeah, it's tough, man.
And mentally, he go try to talk to him. Try
I
to
will,
he can do give you a big help for that
for sure.
because mentally was hard for him too and pressure. You know, try to
Yeah,
talk
I
to him.
will.
Take time with him and pass time with him to coach you about that experience because that's a good deal, man. $1 million.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm
I would
telling you,
like to have the
it is a
opportunity.
good opportunity.
You see?
What I miss?
Not much. It just started about a minute.
Have they fought before?
Say what?
Have these guys fought before?
No, no, this is the first time.
That's the last fight. I think gonna be a split
Oh.
decision.
Impossible. How split? I'm giving it to the South
Oh,
African for sure.
The judge,
The
the
judges are
judge.
crazy today.
dude, they are, man.
Yeah,
It's
because
getting
you
more. It's
see,
that's what it's getting. That's it, man. Because
I
you
say
know the judges, the referees, they play favorites, man. The referees and the judges, they both play favorites.
the referee, the judges in Canada are really fucked up.
Why?
They come from like a karate background or something, and
Oh,
you know
that's
what I
true.
mean.
oh
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they're all old, like super old. If you look at the commission, they're just old farts that I bet you they don't ever watch fighting. Like in the past 10 years, they never like just casually go on YouTube and watch a fight or something.
no,
Right.
They're just
never,
like from the
never.
dojo days where they're like, oh, I know everything,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah, I want to tell you a story. When I was fighting here in Quebec,
Yeah,
was a moment when I have the three license. I get my MMA license, my kickboxing license, and my boxing
yeah.
license. In the same year, I did MMA, boxing, and kickboxing.
Wow.
And they get mad. They
Why?
they get mad against me because, like I told, like you say, the old
Yeah.
people, they think it. At one moment, I was thinking they think I'm not respectful for them because I can do all this,
And
and
they can't.
they but did not understand it. How come a guy can do the three? I did boxing the same year, boxing, kickboxing, and
Yeah.
MMA, and there
And
was like did not understand the sport. For me, it was easy to do that, but the old
Yeah.
people,
That's actually so hard to do, Ivan, because
ooh,
if you think of it, the training is so different for each sport, and you have to condition your body to be able, like if you're doing boxing, let's say boxing is 4 rounds, right? So you're conditioning
yeah,
yourself to be able to go 4 rounds of boxing where it's just purely hands. And then kickboxing is 3 3-minute rounds where it's a different type of cardio. Even imagine yourself, you haven't kicked for a long time, and then
I
you
did
start
it.
to kicking pads for a while. Like you gas out as soon as you start kicking pads if you haven't been kicking pads for a really long time. You know, if you were just like doing boxing and then you start kicking pads and they put you through the Tabithas where you're just kicking, man, my stream kind of cut out. I don't know
mm,
about you guys.
I did it. I did it. The only thing I feel hard in kickboxing is there was an old style kickboxing when you have to go do 8 kicks in a round.
Yeah, I hated that.
That was hard. I lost.
the circle is pointing on. Hmm.
Okay, guys, we're back.
Okay, that's it. That's the last.
Circle is really throwing everything now. Oh,
Oh,
he's going for it. He's going for it. Oh,
it's frozen.
he's going to win the judges.
I
Yeah,
give it
for
to
the
the
judge.
South African.
Yeah,
Watch.
yeah, me too. My TV is freezing.
If you guys have been watching, let me know in the comments who you think won that fight. I personally thought the South
Oh my goodness, he's
Africans here.
134.
Hey, Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You can barely open your eyes. You know what I mean? Like you need to tape them open to just like be able to stand for another 10 minutes.
I can't believe it's 1:34. I thought it was
That's
12:34.
crazy. I'm about
Wow.
to watch a movie after this.
My TV was frozen.
Where are
I'm at
you?
home.
I'm late
I'm just
now.
gonna watch it on Netflix or Prime. You know?
Toronto?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
You're
I
crazy.
know.
You sleep in
No, actually, I wake up like 7, 8 a.m. Just like automatic
after watching a
clock.
movie?
But then I'll sleep a little bit again in my bed. I'll go train around 11.
That's why
Oh, you're
you
gonna
sleep
watch a movie.
like
Wow.
Yeah,
1 o'clock. Imagine.
I'm going to bed and like, oh wow,
I
that's
use it to fall
You know what
asleep.
was funny? To
huh?
sleep.
I use the movie to
Yeah,
fall
to go
asleep.
sleep.
Like I watch it
Okay.
until like I can't open my eyes and then I'll shut the screen. That's
That's
how.
one way to do
Exactly.
it.
I don't have a wife, Mirsad. You know what I mean? You can talk to your wife and relax a little bit, and then you fall asleep.
I go be quiet, go to bed. That's what I say.
Too
Yeah, my
depressing, you
wife
know.
told me.
Once I lay down, bro, I want to sleep.
My wife told me, "What time you come in bed tomorrow?" Okay, tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
We
technically it's tomorrow already.
It's
Yeah.
tomorrow. I need to go change the diapers.
Oh, back to daddy duty.
Yeah.
She gave you UFC 5 hours. That's it.
Oh, Dana White is mad. Dana White is mad.
Let's see,
Oh,
guys. Honestly, I thought it was
I think they're
Guar,
gonna get
whatever,
Strickland
South
somehow.
African guy, but we're gonna see. But this
Let's see.
another thing is, listen, if you really didn't beat the champ, should you get it?
Yeah, absolutely. A win's a win, man. You don't get special privilege for having won. It's you gotta win the fight itself.
And he not did. Let me see.
Wow,
What?
split.
You.
This is nuts.
That's good.
This is nuts.
Oh,
No! Yes! I knew he won. I knew he won.
oh,
He deserves to win. I swear to God, he
man, he
deserves to win.
deserves it.
First white South African to win the
Yes.
UFC belt. Honestly, I don't even think it
He's
was
far.
split decision. In my opinion, it was not even split
So
decision.
how is that split decision and Arnold's fight is not split
Arnold's,
decision?
was it? Oh, no, it was 20, 29,
It's
28. Yeah, unanimous.
unanimous. No way. I
But
mean,
Arnold,
obviously you
he
can't. This guy still
the
outdid a lot of
takedowns.
striking.
The takedowns make a big difference for the
All I
judge.
know is I never won a fight in Canada. These are some blind ass judges. I have never seen this type of judging in my life, bro. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. I tell you, split decision.
Wow. He deserves this win.
That was a big one.
I'm on the live. Akfidley, Bobby.
But I like to see the champions they not stay longer time. Not like before. Like
Yeah, they don't
in,
Yeah,
play
in
now
very
two
there's a
long.
new
fights, he's
one
gonna
every
lose the
time.
belt. Yeah, in 2 fights, he's gonna lose the belt. It's like that.
It's competition, man. It's getting so tough.
Yes.
And there's so many. Yeah, it's not like before. Wow, I'm happy for
All
him.
right, guys. Shall we exit?
Thank you.
It was really nice
Thank you
Yes.
for the
doing
night.
this. Next time we should do it. I know Mirsad's like, hell no, I ain't doing next time.
Yeah. Next time.
But we'll see. We'll try to get some more. Get. I know Millions wants to bring
More
on
people.
Henry Cejudo on
Yeah.
with us next time. So I'll see if you guys are down for something like that. Ivan looks like he's down. Mirsad looks like he needs a big
I'm
nap
good.
right now. So I'll see you guys back in Montreal next week.
Look at this.
Thanks,
Okay,
buddy.
see
Have a
you.
good day. Have a good
Thanks,
night.
Good
Sleep
guys.
night.
Will
well.
do. You too.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.